Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Turf Today podcast, presented by True Turf, Rolling Perfection. I'm your host, Adam Kershane, joined by my buddy, Trevor Larson. And today we get into it with VTD. Voice Talk Dave is here. The gentleman that many of you, I'm sure, know just through social media alone. Maybe he's even sent you a voice message. He's a unique individual, as we all are. A lot of people said this could probably be a 3-hour episode. I would say maybe even longer, because Trev, Dave, and I could go for hours for sure. But we had time constraints. We usually record on Thursdays. We ended up recording on Friday because of some logistics. And yeah, we ran out of time. So we'll definitely have to get him back on. But for today, there's a lot of good stuff in there. An individual that's put a lot of time and effort into the turf industry. It's a good story, and we hope you guys enjoy today. A lot of good episodes coming up with some good folks. So keep doing what you can to download and rate the show. We're more than grateful. Without further ado, I'm going to send it on down to California. Mr. Larson.
No hat Blue Jays hoodie.
You like the Blue Jays?
No, I don't.
You just like the hoodie.
Respect the Blue Jays. I love I like Craig Biggio's son. I like Vlad Guerrero Jr.
They got a whole country behind them, that's for sure. We have one team up here. It's like basketball.
Yeah, fuck the Raptors too.
Yeah, they got their one, which was good.
They did. Exciting. They do. They need to go back to their throwback logos with the actual Raptor and the jersey.
I know. I think they just stick with the red because of Canada, but everybody loves the purples. With the old Raptor.
Like the Arizona Diamondbacks need to do that too. They need to go back to the purple.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. The old Randy Johnson days.
Padres need to go back to blue and orange.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do enjoy the brown and yellow.
Cheers, by the way.
Yeah, fucking A. Let's get ready for this.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
This is a barking squirrel.
Wow, I can't think of a fucking more Canadian beer name.
Yeah, but you'd like the animation on that, though, or the cartoon on that, because that's...
it's okay.
It's an Ontario beer. It's good stuff. Nice and clean. What are you drinking?
Like a Chiller Light. Again, it's the Craft Coast, my boys down here.
Nice.
With the Sheep Ranch Coos.
With the sheep, eh? So you drank all your Bud Lights first, and now you're into the craft beers?
Oh my God, I love Bud Light. No, I've never liked Bud Light.
Yeah, it's just quick and easy. Someone hands you one.
No, Bud Light. No, it's fucking disgusting. It was disgusting, and I didn't like it way before all this shit.
Yeah,
I never bought. Like, it's fucking gross.
Budweiser is,
yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a CL. I'll take a fucking PBR.
Oh, a PBR. Yeah.
Have you heard PBR on tap?
I don't think so. We used to drink it out of a paper bag here.
PBR on tap fucks really hard.
Nice.
Yeah,
that would be good. This is it's going to be a good one. I'm rocking the Blue Jays hoodie because we're actually making a quick trip to Toronto on Sunday. We're running down, going to the aquarium, and then going to the game.
You don't want to wear your Leafs hoodie?
Fuck the Leafs, man. This guy's got their own problems. But the we're going to the Jays game in the afternoon. They're playing the Red Sox.
Oh,
that's going to be a good one.
Oh, yeah, it will.
Mm-hmm. We got some good seats on StubHub last minute. Sniped
you guys have Game Time?
We do have Game Time. Yeah, I was looking on both.
Game Time's a sick app.
I was looking on both, and for whatever reason, StubHub had good seats, and I was able to get them in the second row, which is nice. Yeah, well, not second row.
Field level?
No. We're up in the high rise, but still in the first.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. There's the Giants Stadium in San Francisco. Not the New York Football Giants. They're fucking ass. I forgot what it's called. It's like something view level. If you look at the stadium, they have the field level, and there's this club level. It's like a half a section, and then it goes to the upper deck, and there's this one section just below the walk. There's like 3 fucking rows all the way around, and then it's the upper deck. And that one, it's like it's view reserve or something like that. Those are the dopest seats.
Just a perfect angle, right? You can see the whole diamond, and
you can see there's not a bad seat in that stadium. I've sat in not every section, but in every general area. Mm-hmm. You know, we've sat in the very, very fucking top. We've sat in the bleachers, been in the club, like done it all. There was not a bad seat in that stadium, but like I don't know. That's where me and my dad always went. I think he had like a a client of his had season tickets at those spots all the fucking time, like 20, 30 games a year.
Nice. That's where you
Yeah.
want to be. That's where the real fans are, up in the top, you know?
Well, this is like the bougie top. Like I said, there's only 3 little rows
Yeah.
there.
I get you.
It's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Club level.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, yeah. It's going to be fun. It'll be a quick trip down and back. It's like 4 hours in the morning and then 4 hours on the way back with a 2-year-old. So it'll be
Oh,
fun,
you're
but
doing
we'll
a
make it
day
happen.
trip.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've got a few people we're going to
Oh,
meet.
that 4-hour day trip is pretty rough.
Yeah.
Four
But
hour, four
it's
hour
doable.
overnight trip, not bad at all.
Oh, man, we used to drive like 6 hours, play a hockey game, and then drive 6 hours back. So it's
Woof.
doable. Yeah. It's doable.
It's doable. Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks. Yeah. But it'll be a good experience for my son. My wife's never been to Toronto either. She's like, "Oh, we'll just
Noise.
drive downtown. We'll just stay downtown." I'm like, no. There's like 7 million people in that city. It's a busy place."
We had, well, supposed to have the meeting with the city yesterday, right?
Right. Right.
Let's just say I think I'm like 5 for 5 on calling things. They fucking canceled again.
They canceled the meeting. We moved the podcast and they canceled the meeting. Dave is gonna lose his mind.
I don't care. I honestly was going to cancel it more, or push it more for the Eagles game because there's no chance I was going to miss it.
That's
I
true.
would have left. I would have
Would have been
left
tight.
the podcast. You guys could have been in the middle of things. I would have left.
Mm-hmm.
I do not care.
You are passionate. That's true.
The only thing that I would leave an Eagles game for is if my wife had a medical emergency.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
I guess maybe a family member, depending on the severity.
Yeah, and the score.
Are they conscious? Good. I can see them in a couple hours. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no chance. Our anniversary, we were driving to Santa Barbara last Sunday, and she wanted to listen to her music, so I put a headphone in while I was driving and listened to the fucking game on the radio. I don't miss a fucking Eagles game.
Yeah.
Preseason, I'm half and half. I'll watch a little bit. I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, there's people listening from all over the world. So I'm sure the folks in the States understand what Trevor's talking about. And people, I'm sure, overseas can relate because I know the passion over there for soccer or football, right? Is huge. Soccer. Yeah.
It's soccer.
So I'm sure they can relate to that because I know it can get pretty out of hand for some of those games and for some of those teams.
And just know I'm extremely well aware that it's a fucking mental illness, and I hate I'm this way. I fucking hate it, dude. I hate it. I fucking hate that I'm so invested in it. I fucking hate it.
Oh man.
We were trying to talk. She wanted to talk about something last night when the game was on, and the commercial would go. I'm like, okay, shoot. And then the game would come on, and it's like she would just be talking to a wall.
Yeah. Where'd he go?
Just gone.
Yeah.
And like I legitimately feel bad, but it's like dude,
yeah.
You know,
all the wives out there that have to deal with us crazy sports fans.
Yeah.
Thank you, I guess.
Hey, at least
they're still here.
My only massive obsession in sports is the Eagles.
Yeah. That's the only team?
It's the only team.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't really I'm a Giants fan, but I don't even know if they're in the race. I couldn't name half that roster anymore.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's just your team, right? Like you don't have to be passionate about it, but if people are talking baseball or something comes up, like that's your team.
Yeah. It's born and raised there. I mean, back in elementary school, I could name the entire roster and lineups and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I played ball. Like I haven't played baseball in shit. I don't know, 8 years now. I don't care about it anymore. There's so many fucking games. Been to a couple Padres games here. You know, they're still fun. I still enjoy the game, but it's like I don't care anymore. It's just too much investment. I will absolutely watch a World Series unless the Yankees and Dodgers are playing. Or actually, if the Yankees or Dodgers are playing, which the Yankees won't, the Dodgers might. But like, I won't watch those teams.
Fair enough.
But I love playoff baseball. Is awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
It's tough to playoff football is great too, but it's just the one game per like. The just series, the fucking drama, and any kind of, I mean, not basketball. Basketball's fucking stupid.
Fucking sick league.
You know how stupid it is they last night in the Eagles game when everyone was taking a shit ton of timeouts, the broadcasters were literally making fun of it, calling it basketball. And I completely agreed with them. Like, you could see Nick Sirianni yelling because I got I think it was the defensive coordinator. Someone called the timeout. It was the offensive coordinator. And someone called the timeout on the sideline and with like seconds left, and Sirianni lost his fucking mind. And I was in the same way. I was like, dude, just fucking let the clock burn out. God damn it.
Yeah,
And
just
like
let
the
it go.
broadcasters were literally like, oh, it's turned into a basketball game. I'm like, that's exactly why I don't watch basketball. There's 8,000 fucking timeouts, and they all flop and fucking cry. And basketball's fucking boring as shit.
The end of the game can take a long time too.
Dude,
That's for sure.
My God, 30 seconds could take an hour. It's an exaggeration, but God damn it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Baseball, the new time limit thing, I thought I would hate it. I was like, it's going to take away from like, some of the integrity of the game, blah, blah, blah. No, it's fucking awesome. I love it.
Welcome to the Turf Today podcast, where the greenkeepers, superintendents, and the rest of the course teams are the stars of the show. Brought to you by True Turf, pioneers of a human-centric innovation and keepers of the ecosystem. Join us as we dive into the world of turf management, sharing insights, stories, and expertise that shape the landscapes we love. Tune in for the conversations that celebrate craftsmanship, innovation, and the people who bring life to every green. Because at the Turf Today podcast, it's not just about the grass, it's about the passionate individuals who nurture it. Brought to you by True Turf.
Let's see. Who sent this in? Just says Maddie. It's not Maddie Rodriguez. I did hear from that son bitch, though. Let me get this guy's handle. So this is Maddie Howenny. Okay. Sent in. It goes, not a question, but a bit of a funny story for the podcast. I've worked on a golf course for over 4 years now, and my current golf course for 2. At our course, we walk mower greens, and I am a left-hand amputee. So up until last week, I didn't cut greens. Parentheses, which is fine by me. We have such a big crew during the summer where it's not needed. But now it's fall and half our crew is gone. So guess who got called up to cut greens? Me. I got to practice on one green for maybe 15 minutes. And then my next shift, I got to go out and cut 5 greens, with 2 of them being the biggest ones on the course, our nursery green, which is massive. Let me tell you, I thought walk mowing wasn't that hard, but when you have to spin that thing with one arm, it sure takes its toll on you. After almost 5+ hours of cutting greens, and my sore arm was going to fall off and my elbow is throbbing. I imagine it feeling like a pitcher in baseball feels like when they have to get Tommy John surgery.
Oh,
Maddie, you're a fucking warrior.
Yeah, getting it.
And I just put wild exclamation point. And he goes, all in all, no issues though. LOL. So I was just like, fuck, dude. Like, could you imagine doing that shit one-handed?
No.
Like I did it one-handed as like being a cocky dick for like a couple of little spins, just tossing it and being an asshole,
Mm-hmm.
But to have his situation so fucking gnarly, like what a fucking champ.
I like it.
So that's all I got. Videos, I honestly haven't watched any. Do you got one?
No, but I wanted to talk about Laura Arias. I hope I'm saying that right. Arias, the superintendent at Marco Simone Golf Club in Rome. So the first female superintendent.
Oh shit! What?
To
host a major?
Host a Ryder Cup, big tournament. Did you see? She's actually pregnant.
What?
So not only is she running the Ryder Cup, she's preggo.
What a fucking beast!
Unbelievable, eh? Get it, Laura?
That is insane. So, did you figure out about Pebble?
Still haven't looked.
Got news.
Okay, news from Pebble.
Have not confirmed it
Okay,
yet.
so unreliable source.
I'm trying to confirm. I saw. Oh no, this is reliable. So I sent it to you, and you obviously ignored it, you dickhead.
I would say just didn't get to it yet.
No, because you responded to the different videos under it.
So I missed it.
Like the baby suicide video.
He's like, you have no sense of humor. Yes, I do.
I fucking love that guy. A lot of his shit is so funny. Yeah. Okay. Alan Shipnick. He is kind of a big shit reporter guy in the PGA world.
Big Shipnick.
I would 100% call us a reliable source. Huge news out of Pebble Beach with Gil Hanse and Jim Wagner having signed on to redesign Spanish Bay.
Wow.
Our prayers have been answered.
Wow. So Knowlesy's going to get to be a part of that.
Pretty cool. I don't know why they need to redesign Spanish Bay.
Well,
but those 2 names are pretty swinging.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be dope as fuck.
Yeah, it may have been a while since its last renovation, or there might be some things about it that people complain about. I've always thought that people say it's a tough course, isn't it?
I mean, there's not an easy course at Pebble.
You're right, especially with
So
conditions. But
yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
So I mean, it could just be old. It could just need a revamp. I don't know. I've never been able to play Spanish Bay or even see it.
hmm
So
Like maybe it needs a new irrigation system, so they're just
it's
like, fuck
true.
it,
I
let's
do
rip it up.
know that they say that Spyglass is the best conditioned course out there.
Where did that come from?
People who play all around
No,
it.
I mean like you just said that out of nowhere. You're just like,
I've heard it. I've heard multiple people say it.
wow, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it's an opinion. It's not like obviously you can't state fact,
hmm
but like people are like, no, dude, that's like the nicest one.
Okay, I don't know them all that well, but what's the one that they play in the tournament?
Pebble Beach.
Yeah, that's just Pebble Beach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the one where Knowles is at.
hmm
Yeah.
That's just
So
Pebble Beach.
the area is like the 17-mile loop, and it's called Pebble Beach. Like it's like that area is called Pebble
Yeah.
Beach, but the actual golf course that Knowles is at that they play the U.S. Opens on is Pebble
Okay.
Beach.
But then they also
Yes,
have
and then there's Spanish Bay. I just said it.
Spyglass, yeah.
Spyglass. There's Poppy Hills.
So it's a golf resort basically, right? Pebble Beach Golf
Yes.
Resort.
hmm Yeah. So you have okay. Here you go. Yeah, Pebble Beach, Spyglass Hill, the links at Spanish Bay, the Hay, which is the short course, Del Monte, and those are your courses. They're technically, so that's a part of the Pebble Beach Resort.
hmm
The Poppy Hills is owned by the NCGA, the Northern California Golf Association,
Okay.
and it's inside that area.
That would be a really cool place to visit. And always been a little confusing because they always just say Pebble Beach, right? But then
Yeah, because that's the golf course that they play.
Mhm.
When they do like the Pebble Beach Pro-Am,
Right.
I think they play a day at Spyglass or Spanish Bay. I know that they have
They,
around.
I
over
think they
there,
split
too.
it up because they always talk about or they flip back and forth between the courses, right, when they're
Mhm.
covering it.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. It'd be fun.
When you go there to Monterey, folks who haven't been, you have to pay to go into 17-mile drive into
Just
that
to
area.
even drive around.
Yes.
Mm.
Unless you have a tee time, then you're in. But like if
Mhm.
you just want to go see it and you want to go to like the pro shop at Pebble Beach and whatever, or go try and get on at the Hay and like walk on or whatever, it's like $10 to get in, and it is 100% worth it. Because it's a
There you go.
monstrous area. You can go to the beach, you can fucking hang out at Pebble. Like there's a lot of things
Right.
to do.
Okay.
And they're doing it because it's also like the natural park area that they're in the beach and everything that they're like preserving and whatnot.
Interesting.
And so, yeah, when we first got there, I was like, seriously, we got to pay? Like, all right, we're here. Like, we're going to go. And so we paid. And it's like, yeah, that was worth every penny.
Do they have like housing and stuff on the resort for people to go and stay?
Yeah, there's a whole resort.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I got 10 comments / questions.
I thought we had a video that was pretty controversial. I wanted to ask you about. Did you like or did you see that we had Carter Vicker golf? You know, the DOD king.
Oh, that guy?
I feel like we wouldn't be a fan. I don't know. I've talked to him a couple times and he posted a video about like taking care of the course, but he's like dancing and being an idiot.
I get the persona he's trying to do, and he's a good golfer, obviously.
Dude, he's killing it. He's got like really good sponsors right now. He's doing stuff with like betting sites and shit.
Yeah, which good for him. I can't fucking stand his videos. I do love it when people call him out, and then he's like, "Fine, fucking play me," and like he's bark and he's bite, and which I
Mhm.
super respect.
Oh yeah.
And I know
Oh,
he's
yeah.
playing a persona, so I'm sure he's not a fucking douchebag in person, or
Right.
at least I hope not.
No, he seems like a good guy.
He seems like if say somehow randomly he was in San Diego and hit up the turf, whatever, and was like, "Oh, dude, you want to go play?" I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, let's go play. Let's rip it up."
Mhm.
Like I'm down. But like, it's just something in the videos. I'm sure he gets it a 1,000 times. I'm sure we have it here where like he rubs me the wrong way somehow, and I can't really explain it. Where it's just like
I think it's a part of it. He's like creating a
yeah,
villain.
exactly, yeah,
You know,
yeah. Which
He knows
dude,
people hate him. He wants people to come after him.
and then yeah, exactly. And I love that when people do and they challenge him, he goes, "Let's fucking play."
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't back down.
I'm not a driver off the deck kind of guy, so like
That is kind of wild.
he's
but-
fucking good at it.
Oh yeah,
Stout.
he's a stick. Some of his other
Yeah.
videos, he shows like iron shots and stuff. He's definitely a
You can
good
just tell by his
good
swing
golfer.
with the driver. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
the dude's fucking talented as all get out.
That was a funny one on the page. I'm sure some people appreciated it. Oh, we should also mention too the fall deal we got going on for our merchandise. We were talking to those guys the other day, and obviously shipping's been a problem for everybody and trying to ship out of Canada. Sorry, our store is in Canada. Hopefully one day we can move it to the States and it'll be a lot easier on people, but we're offering $10 off any orders. Doesn't matter what you buy. You get $10 off, and that'll help with your shipping costs and whatever else. And yeah, so you just go in, order whatever you want on our site, which is through Instagram, and put in the code SHIP10, SHIP, the number 10.
Be glad that Adam's not shipping to you personally because he sent me my stuff in a Nike box with Scotch tape.
Hockey tape. Don't fuck around.
Don't, dude, it was like 3 strings of tape. I don't know how that thing made it from Canada to California without exploding.
Oh, fuck.
That was hilarious. I do actually have a video I'd like to talk about.
All right.
Let's see. What was your caption? Panic mode with a little sweat emoji. Long story short, it's a fucking idiot just standing and getting blasted in the face with a Toro sprinkler trying to hit his ball. He's clearly doing it on purpose for the video, and he's a total fucking loser.
Could you lose an eye doing that?
100%. There's a
Yeah.
lot of fucking pressure coming out of that.
There is a lot of pressure coming out of that. Fucking stupid. But a lot of people were commenting about the sod, right? Because he's standing in a sod job.
Oh, then he's an even bigger asshole and he deserves to be sprayed in the face. That guy's a fucking idiot.
Where are the stakes or ropes or like, there's got to be something out there, no?
You would think so. That sod also looks like it's decently set. It looks
almost looks like it was mowed.
The guy's a fucking idiot. That's
Well,
all
he took his hat off. His hat's on the green, so he clearly took his hat off to do the video.
He did it on purpose. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Yeah, Tanner 704 shouldn't even be playing on that sod. Actually could have really fucked up his eye. The amount of pressure coming out is crazy. Yeah, it's roughly 120 PSI.
Yeah, he'll get you.
Mm-hmm. Hope it ain't recycled water. I hope it is. Someone said enjoy the pond water. Reclaimed water, love. Non-potable for the win. Ear infection. That's a good one. Standing on the collar. Catching cholera.
Yeah. Woo! How about the golden irrigation head with the tines stuck through it?
It's pretty cool. I wonder how long it took to clean that thing off to be able to spray paint it.
Yeah. A little scrub.
I mean, obviously you just have a pressure washer, you're fine. But like that's pretty cool. I like that.
And somebody commented asking, like, are those tines through a head? Like, use your fucking eyes. What do you think?
Man, people. We'll start with a comment from Matty Rodrigue. He goes, Trev, make sure you're at the hockey tournament this year. I told you, I'm the coach. Let's do it.
I'm the coach. The Turf Today gnomes.
I'll slick my hair back like Mike Ricci style or something. And I'll rock a suit and just yell shit in the box.
And drink the whole time.
Well, that's under wraps.
It's a given. Snyder J says, how many times does Voice Talk Day? Oh, we should probably leave that one for him then.
Nope. Let's hit it and then we can throw it at him later.
How many times has Voice Talk Dave shit his pants at work?
Ooh, see, this is where we can bet. Yeah.
Over under 2. I want to know.
Is this a career or in a day?
Yeah, career.
If it's career, I'm taking over on the 2.
Over on the 2? Oh,
yeah. In a career, yeah.
All right. We'll see.
What are you taking? Are you going to take the under?
I'm still an under guy. I think he's only ever happened once, and he's just got extreme fucking anxiety about it.
I love it. It's going to be fantastic when it's like 7.
Yeah. At least twice a week, fellas.
I shit my pants 3 times today.
Yeah. I'm sending it to him right now. He's got a Hotmail account. What a fucking beauty.
Oh, it'd only been better if it was like an AOL.
I still have a Hotmail account too. Like I have a few email addresses that I use, but one of them is still the old Hotmail account.
What was your very first email address?
You're gonna laugh at this. It was.
Oh, I got a good one that you're gonna giggle at too.
It was chillywilly125 at hotmail.com.
Yes.
Chilly Willy. That would have been like 96.
Snowmaster 101.
Ooh.
At AOL.
Nice.
Yeah. I was back when I was snowboarding and doing competitions and shit and going all the time.
Nice.
Semester 101. Yeah, that was a long fucking time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like ages ago. And think about the computer you first logged into that email address on too. Wild.
It was our tiny house in Napa. We had a fucking like kitchen table in the small ass kitchen that
Mhm.
became the computer desk. It was a big old fucking white box. I remember in high school, I got one of the new Dells, and it was, the big tower, everything. And my dad's in there, and this fucking piece of shit, God fucking damn it. Boy, get in here. I'm like, what's up? And he goes, how do you turn this motherfucker on? And he's pressing the Dell logo,
No.
the big giant Dell logo. And I just grabbed his hand and moved it up 2 inches and hit the power button. He goes, oh, fucking son of a bitch. And just left. He was so pissed. Oh, it was fantastic. He does not sound that much like Hank Hill, though.
Well,
God damn it, Bobby. Those are just toilet sounds.
that show was way too fucking good. It wasn't as popular as it should have been, unfortunately.
It's because it was like smart.
Yeah.
I sell propane and propane accessories. That was my old fantasy football team name. It was a picture of Hank Hill with the headphones on. Was the logo picture, and my team name was Pro Dash Pain.
Nice. That's good. That's good. I expected this guy to jump on faster than anybody else.
His dial-up is still going.
True.
Oh my God, I gotta send you this fucking video.
It's back in the office. Oh, hey, you just got back from Mexico. Oh my God, amaze. I took so many pictures. Come look. Oh, no, I'm good. What? Oh, no, I'd rather get waterboarded with hot wax than pretend to be excited about you showing me the same selfie 100 times of you double fisting a margarita. Welcome back.
This one's the best.
Dude, yes, that's oh my God.
This is me.
No, totally. Like, yes, saying what I'm saying. Like, where are you going? Hey, yeah, where are you going? Oh, I'm gonna go. No, stay. You got somewhere to be or something? No, not really. My social media's just tapped out. You guys are really fucking annoying after a few drinks, so. Well, are you coming to brunch tomorrow at least? No. I'll see you in 10 to 15 business days after I forget about how much I hated this whole experience, all right?
Dude, I can relate to the party thing of like, yeah, you guys are really fucking annoying after a while. Like, I'll talk to you in a few days. 100% have done that. 100% have done that. Or I'm just like, I'm out of here. Like, y'all are annoying. Bye.
I find as we get older, we get more like not socially awkward, but just like sick of it so fast. What is it? Tom Segura? He's like, I cannot wait to go places so I can go home.
It depends on the crowd I'm with. If I'm with like a good group and have a good buzz going, like I'm fucking down.
Mm-hmm.
But if I hit the fuck this meter, there's no return. Like I'm fucking miserable. I want out. Like the wedding, I hit a fucking great buzz and had a fucking blast and could have gone deep into the night.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, no, I was so fucking tired. Well, we got up at like fucking 5 and partied until midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And it was go, 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 go all fucking day. And so I was gassed. Like we were in Santa Barbara and we're like, oh, like, do we want to hang out? And luckily my wife was gassed too, but I was just like, no, I want to go home. Like I'm fucking over this. Like,
yeah, let's get out of here.
She started listening to the show.
Uh-oh. Is this going to be bad for you?
It could be because I don't remember anything I've said. She got kind of pissed about the Target. Well, not really pissed. She was laughing about it. The Target thing when I was like, it's not your wife's Target. She gets into the car. She goes, not your wife's Target, huh?
Oh, that's good.
I was like,
that's good. No, I don't think you said too much. I'm trying to keep the ladies out of this. I don't
care. Anything that I've said she's already heard or I'll tell her. I don't give a
mm-hmm.
shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
She knows we talk a lot of shit. The blast.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
You got to be friends and be able to poke at your wife. Oh, that's for sure.
She's my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Talk shit all day.
Dave's? Is there 2 of you?
Yeah. How'd there be 2 Daves?
I don't know. It just says his name is Dave.
I don't know if the world could handle 2 Daves.
No, there's only one Dave. He'll be here soon.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, that's
Son
good
of a
shit.
bitch. So it's an audio podcast. So for those that we interrupted or just started laughing out of nowhere, it wasn't because of Dave's face. It was he set up the fucking master's gnome on the computer and was just not there as it popped up on the screen.
Oh my gosh, that's good. Dave, keep it there. I'm gonna
Man.
take a picture. Perfect.
Oh. Yeah, I need to get that on the pod page right quick.
Doing, guys?
Holy smokes, that was.
Can you hear me okay?
Not bad. Are you able to turn it up a little bit?
Say something, Dave.
Fuck off.
There we go.
I can say, all right. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we got you.
What's going on, Dave?
Oh, I just had to do a quick mow before get on the show tonight.
Quick
Yeah.
mow before
We're
the
gonna do-
show.
Right on. Honey, just
Yeah.
got to do a quick mow.
Holy smokes, that was funny. Okay.
How often do you do the home lawn, Dave? Because I know you're big into the home lawn care.
So listen, I'm gonna be looking. I got a TV set up in here, a big screen. So this is my camera here, but I can see a much better over
Okay,
here.
perfect.
So we're gonna be looking back and forth here. Okay, so if you see me looking over here, I'm just your mug is much better to look at on the big screen than the
All
little.
right.
I mow the lawn, the front lawn. I try to get it about 2 to 3 times a week. Backyard, 2 to 3 times a week. I mean, I mow it at less than 3/4 of an inch. So if you let it go too long, you're bailing hay. You try to always observe that 1/3 rule. So the backyard, I started cutting it at a lower height of cut. My mower, I use an Alette Kensington 20H. It's so the company is Alette. They have different kinds of mowers, 17-inch, 20-inch. I use a 20-inch with a Honda motor. You can pull, it's different cartridges, so you can pull your 6-blade out, put a 10-blade in, put your 10-blade out, put a brush attachment, verticutting. It's got all the
Wow, all the bells and whistles for the lawn.
You put your 10-blade in, you
Yeah.
take your 9-blade out.
But right now, I just keep it at the 6-blade. It's just the front yard is so dense. The 10-blade just really chops it and doesn't do a good job at a good quality cut. So I keep the 6-blade in.
Nice.
And it does a good job at it. So,
Nice.
but the way that they do the height of cut is
You pay more attention to your lawn than my staff does to our course.
yeah. Well, it's I put a lot of work into it, man. That's my part of my identity is my yard. So,
Do your neighbors hate you because of your yard?
no, I think I have a good relationship with my neighbors. So if you look at my house from the street, the neighbors to the left, they have 2 young boys. They're nice people, very nice young couple, probably in their 30s. And then the couple to the right, we'll stick with the couple to the left. It's just a crabgrass standard lawn, no big deal, right? Garbage. And he mows it with an
Fucking
electric
losers.
mower. And well, it's what. Listen, very few of us are lawn enthusiasts, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's too many superintendents that are
doesn't-
going home and cutting their own grass, right?
Fuck no. It's the last thing I want to do.
Yeah, you hear that so often, Oh, you're a superintendent. You must have a great lawn. No, it's the
My
last thing
shit's
I want to do is go
artificial,
home.
son.
Oh, wow.
Not yet. When I do the backyard, it's going to be 100% artificial.
I'm fortunate enough to have a job in a life where I can have the time to do those types of
For sure.
hobby in the front yard and the back. But the neighbors to the right, they don't do anything with their lawn. All right, legitimately, he's mowed his backyard 3 times.
That'll
this
make
year.
you sick.
Fucking jabroni.
So the grass is easily 18 inches tall, 12 to 16 inches tall. It's a sheep.
You know what they say about tall grass, right?
Tall socks?
No, don't go into the tall grass.
Oh,
It's where the
Yeah.
fucking raptors are, Adam.
I don't.
I thought you were making a joke, but you're right. Don't
Yeah.
go in the fucking
I
tall
was
grass.
making a dead serious reference to Jurassic Park and to everyone's worries about going in the tall grass. This is a PSA. Don't go into the tall grass because the raptors will fucking get you.
It's a PSA.
Yeah.
Just
I never got into the Jurassic Park movies. I saw the first couple ones, but
Those are the only
never
ones that
was
were
my
worth a shit. So
the only thing good about the new ones is Chris Pratt.
just like Star Wars, right? When you get Star Wars 4, 5, and 6 were top notch, and then they started at 1, 2, and 3, and it was like, what is this garbage?
yeah, the original trilogy is the only ones that are worth a shit. Although I will say, the first one that Disney came out with when they brought back all the original characters was pretty cool, just because it had the originals in it and they did it justice.
It was
Other
nostalgic.
than that, yeah, that was the only thing that made it cool, was the nostalgia.
No, I remember going to see Return of the Jedi back in, what is it, whatever it was, like mid 1980s, late 1980s. We waited in line with like hundreds of people, and oddly enough, lucky enough, we were the last. Our group was the last group to get tickets, and we could not sit together. I was probably, less than 10 years old or less than 12 years old, and I had to sit next to two people. I had no clue who they were, but that's just the way it was. You don't see that anymore, right? You're never going to see that.
Probably one of the best movies ever. You still remember it?
Return of the Jedi? Oh, dude, when they introduced the Ewoks, man, that was like that was fantastic.
If I could have
Ewoks, I love them.
if I could have one dream of like anything being true, I just want to have my own fleet of Ewoks that follow me constantly and like make them like they can be my new crew, so I can just get miniature mowers and they can be going nonstop. And then I want to have like a couple like go to culinary school so they can cook for me and just like
no Ewoks aren't cooking you food, bro. They're covered in fur. It's like no.
I have a razor, bro, and I can make them wear gloves. I've thought of this, Dave. This is a fucking dream of mine. Don't ruin my dream.
Sorry, I'm a dream ruiner.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so Syracuse, New York.
Yeah, it's central New York. Yeah, where if you go New York State Thruway and then Interstate 81, we're right where they intersect. So
we used to make a trip down there every December to go to the Carousel Mall to buy all of our Christmas presents.
That place is falling apart.
Is it?
So is every other mall in the entire United States. For those not in the U.S. or oblivious, New York is an actual state. It's not just New York City.
It's a big state.
Yeah, we have. I think the Adirondack Park was the largest state park for square miles in the United States. I believe it's
bigger than Yellowstone or
it's massive.
Yosemite.
Massive. I think if you compare it to like the size of the state.
Dave, let's quiz Trev too. New York City's not the capital. Sideways. What is the capital?
Oh shit. It's a great question.
It's probably been a while since you did your geography.
I mean, I know where things are. It's not Syracuse.
No.
I don't think it's Buffalo.
East. No,
it's not New York City.
Go north.
Fuck. I'm gonna hear it and be like, "Oh no, shit!" But that's pretty much the only ones I can name. What is it?
Albany.
What?
It's called Albany.
Oh, Albany, New York. Yeah. See, I do know that city, but yeah, I wouldn't have guessed it. Okay, dickheads. What's the capital of California?
There's an area just north of Albany. It's called Glens Falls. They have a top 100 golf course there.
Hell yeah.
So it's not Los Angeles?
No, yeah. What's the capital of California there, smart guys?
My guess would be Ontario.
Sacramento.
You really think that Ontario
That'd just be my
is the
guess.
fucking capital?
Because it's not far from LA. It's like an hour. But I have no idea.
It's not
Sacramento.
It's Sacramento. Yeah, it's not.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, Los Angeles is a shithole.
But I knew it wouldn't be LA.
Yeah.
You know the part that just it always amazes me when, like, if you were to take a car and drive from San Diego to Sacramento, it'd take you like 16 hours, right?
No, it's like 12.
12 hours.
Yeah, give or
take.
Good
trip though.
That's halfway down the East Coast. It's just it's unbelievable how.
Yeah, and that's barely halfway through California. You still got another 8 hours before Oregon.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah. Step your guys' size up. Size matters, folks.
Let's get somebody from Texas on, see how they feel about that.
All right, underarm tattoo, man. How many tattoos on your body? You willing
69.
to disclose that? How many?
He said 69.
I just have a, Roy Orbison's tattooed on my ass. So
shut the fuck up.
Name the movie.
A True Romance?
No. I mean, it could be a romantic movie. It's the water boy. It's the fucking coach. It's the Fonz, who is the coach and the water boy.
Arthur Fonzarelli.
And that's when he goes, "What Mama don't know won't Hoida." Yeah, God, guys.
This is the problem we're going to have. I'm 46, right? And you're in your mid-30s. So it's going to be a huge variation of what my favorite movies are and your favorite movies. I'm in the Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Nice. That is a
16
classic.
Candles, Breakfast Club, that type of.
Did you really just drop 16 Candles? Are you just giving it a time frame, or is that one of your favorite movies?
No, it was just a time frame.
Okay.
It was an era, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think
It's a
I've
great
seen the
movie.
movie all the way through a couple times, but it was never one of my go-tos. Ferris Bueller probably at least 50 times in my life.
Hell yeah.
That's a good one.
Breakfast Club at least 50 times.
Breakfast Club's
right?
another
There's
good
at
one.
least a couple
What
hundred
about
dollars
Weekend at Bernie's?
Classic.
Never saw it once.
What?
Nah, never did it for me, man. No.
It had a lot of pop culture references in it, didn't it?
Yeah, like there were the movies, The Nerds, or
Goonies.
A bunch.
Yeah.
What's it again?
Goonies.
I loved it, man.
Yeah, Goonies is sick.
Goonies.
Been to
One of
the
the best
Goonies
movies of
house
all
in
time.
Astoria, or not Astoria. Fuck, where is it? Somewhere up in Oregon.
It's actually somebody's house.
Wasn't it for sale not too long ago?
I think so. Yeah.
Nice.
We got the Top Gun house here where I live. There's a little pie shop in it now.
No way.
Where they did it. And he was on the balcony with her having the wine and rubbing each other up, and then he bolts away in his motorcycle.
Yeah, the motorcycle sits out front.
No way. Really?
No shit.
Yeah.
That's cool. So people go by and take pictures all day.
Oh, fuck yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, it's right there on the strip. It's probably,
Piece of history.
25, 30 minutes from my house.
Yeah. Does Tom stay there when he's in town?
You can't live there. It's a pie shop now.
Well, I mean, it's Tom Cruise. You never know.
You really think
What?
he'll probably stay in the resort that's behind it?
There you go.
Yeah, there's a rooftop bar on that resort that overlooks the pier and the Top Gun house. It's pretty sick.
Dirty.
Yeah.
So, Dave, tell us about getting into turf, or at least getting into golf.
Yeah, so 16 years old, my mother was dating a man who played golf on the side, and I was like, all right, I'll try it out. So he bought me a set of clubs and a pair of top flights, and we went out and started playing golf. I think the name of the course was called Brandingham. It's about an hour and 30 minutes north of here. Nothing special, man. Just a little podunk in the wall, but being out there and playing golf, it was just, I fell in love with the settings and the peacefulness of it. So continued to play golf through high school, got into college, went to a community college here in Syracuse called Onondaga Community College. Spent a lot of time skipping classes and going playing golf, Tanner Valley, Vesper Hills, local 18-hole facilities. Spent a lot of time drawing golf courses and my notebooks, countless pages of golf courses that I would draw. You could fit 18 holes into an 8x11, and you just do all kinds of detail work on it. Really just loved being on the golf course, and I knew that I wanted to do something associated with to be on a golf course. I knew I was never going to be good enough to be a caddy, never going to be a tour player. So I had to figure something out that was going to put me on a golf course every day. And just happened to come across a commercial for a state college in New York called SUNY Delhi. Told my mother, I said, I want to go down and check it out. So we did. We went down and checked it out, and I enjoyed it. It was a good fit for me. So I did 2 years at SUNY Delhi. Got an associate's degree for golf course operations. Had some good professors. Charlie Terrence, he's no longer with us. Dominic Morales was the main professor. Kathy Galuli. Tom, I believe his name was Tom, was the guy, the mechanic professor. Good bunch of people. We were not Penn State. We were not a Michigan State, or anything like that. We were just a small SUNY school that had a small little golf program. So we had to compete with the big people. But we still put our guys and our girls at top facilities across the country. Whether they performed or not was up to them. But did 2 years, And then the third year, I stuck around and became a resident assistant in RA and got a certificate in equipment maintenance. Pretty much, I just swept the shop all the time, kept the place neat and clean. They really didn't want me touching stuff because I caught my arm on fire one day, grinding mower blades with a fleece, and it caught on fire. And they were like, "Yeah, you're done." So pretty much, I was assigned to just keeping the place clean. And so after that, we had to do internships. First internship I did at a local place called Bellevue Country Club. It's a private 18-hole facility, a little postage stamp of a place. Very, very nice, private. Did my first season there. Next season, we had to go to another place. I had aunt and uncle that lived down in Laurel, Maryland. So I went down to, took my buddy Jeffrey Betters, who's now the superintendent at a golf course called Cortland Country Club, which is about 40 minutes south of Syracuse. Very nice little private place. So we drove down to Maryland and interviewed at some courses, Columbia Country Club, Bethesda Country Club, a couple others I forget. Ended up working for Dean Graves at the time, certified superintendent on Bethesda Country Club for the summer of '99. The day I arrived, it poured. We didn't get a lick of rain until the day I left. It was about 89 days of nothing, and it was tough. And there I got introduced to coming back on Saturday afternoons to hand water greens and teas. And before that, we didn't do anything like that here in Syracuse. So that was my first experience with that larger crew, very nice private facility. After that, came home at 2000, 2004, was at a private course here in Syracuse called Cavalry Club under Pat Carroll, who's now the director of grounds at Syracuse University. Worked for him for 4 seasons. And then from there, I made my way over to a golf course called Butternut Creek, which is a small 9-hole place.
What's the logo? What's the logo for Butternut Creek? Because I'm a toddler, and that is a very, very funny name.
Well, honestly, I don't know, man. I mean, it's the where the topography is. It's a low-lying wetlands. So you have the Butternut Creek that runs through it.
Got to be wet at Butternut Creek.
Yeah, all of the tees and greens, all of them are elevated like at least 8 feet high. Every one. In the pump house, it just sits on a concrete pad. Out, it's raised up. One satellite to run all the irrigation raised up. Because when it floods, legitimately, the only thing you're going to see are the greens and tees tops, right? It floods that bad. Washes it was horrible.
Could you get a small boat and play golf with it then?
Sure, man. You could easily take a canoe.
That would have been so fucking fun.
Yeah, get in.
Oh my God, that would have been fun. Hop in the fucking Zodiac. Let's roll. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I never actually thought about that, man. But how fun would that be?
That would have been
to
so
be able
cool.
to, like, not so much with a kayak, but those standing boards, right? Being able to like
paddleboard, yeah.
Yeah, have one that kind of sits, rides along next to you, and that would be your little tee deck, and you got to head off to floating greens and tees.
Hell yeah, that'd have been super cool.
So I did that job for about a year and a half. From there, I went to Liverpool Country Club, became the superintendent there, bigger facility. Did that job for, I don't know, a year and a half. That was a tough spot. Trevor, I hear you complain about your job once in a while, and your trials and tribulations that you deal with at your facility. I was kind of like that, man. It was just a no-win situation. No matter what I did, I was just like, I'm dead in the water here, man. So I had to get out. So I did it for a year and a half, and the irrigation system was a pain. It was mainly just the owners didn't want to budge on nothing. No money spent, no improvements, just maintain and make as much money as possible. And it's really frustrating for a superintendent who has a desire, who has the want and the drive to make the place as best as possible and work and do the effort. But if the ownership says, no, what you got is what you got, and you're going to have to do the best with what you got, it's just like, man. You got to wake up to that every day. You got to go leave the place every day. Fuck. It's got to be something better. So when I was at Butternut Creek, the guy that I worked for owned a propane company. And he taught me how to he trained me.
You worked for Hank Hill?
No, I work for he's much more of an asshole than that.
Much more, he says.
He got me my CDL license. There just happened to be a job opening at a local DPW. So I applied and got the job. And when you go from a golf course to a DPW state county job, it's like night and frickin' day, man. On a golf course, you can do whatever you want within reason, whenever you want, right? You want to go rake bunkers or want to go cut a tree, whatever. You work for DPW, you got to do what you're told to do. And you can't do anything outside of that. So
that would be frustrating.
That was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, there were multiple days walking around the shop in the rain thinking, dude, there are so many branches out there to go pick up. There's so many. Just let me out there and do something. Nope, you got to walk the shop today and push the broom. So 16 months I did that job. In about 12 months into it, there started to be rumblings of a new golf course being built just on a suburb outside of Syracuse in Lysander, New York. And it was going to be a Nicholas design, not a Jack Nicklaus design, but a Nicholas company design. First one of its kind in Central New York.
How fucking perfect for them to name it that so that people do think that it's Jack. Brilliant.
Would have got me.
Brilliant.
Right. And that was just it, right? Oh my God, Nicholas, it's going to be a signature. No, it's not going to be a signature. It's just going to be a company that dude works for him, that this particular guy that wanted to spend the money to get the name, all he wanted to do, this was 2007, 2006, he probably started thinking about it. 2007, got the ball rolling. 2008, let's get the show going. Housing market takes a tumble. He's invested millions of dollars into this golf course and he's dead in the water. He just wanted to build the golf course to sell real estate. That's all he wanted to do.
Greasy.
So eventually I got closer and closer to I interviewed for the superintendent's position it's called Timberbanks. That's the name of the golf. I interviewed for the superintendents twice. No go. They hire a kid by the name of Chris Richter, valedictorian, I believe, out of Penn State at the time. Smart, sharp, good kid. Younger than me, which was fine. He called me up, wanted me to interview for the second assistant position. I said, I'm in. Got the job. I'm on board. It's just what I wanted to be, on board. Let's do it. They hired a guy named Rudy out of Montana to come in. We hired him because he had surveying experience. So here I was every day out walking the dirt, carrying a surveying hammer and pounding stakes and watching shapers with bulldozers, pushing dirt. And this was the coolest fucking thing in the world, man. Who else is going to get to, very few people get to experience stuff like this. And I was very fortunate to be to be local to get to experience that, right? One day we're doing a bunker on number 12, fairway bunker, right side, and nobody on the crew knows how to properly shape a bunker. The company had come in and already built greens with drainage and bunkers with drainage, and then the Nicholas design comes in and says, what did you do? You did everything wrong. You have to rip it all out and start over from scratch. So they did. They ripped all that stuff out, poured it out, and started from scratch. And it was just setback after setback. So this one particular bunker, he can't get it. Rudy's had enough. He throws his shovel down, throws his helmet down. He's, fuck this. I'm done. Chris, yep. I think Rudy just quit. Why? Because he's peeling away in the golf course in his truck. That was it. He was gone. I got promoted. And sometimes that's how promotions happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I
definitely
got this assistant position and ran with that. 2 years in, Christopher quit.
And was it all smooth sailing out there too when you get a job like that? Because now that you have a little bit more free reign, there must have been some exciting stuff that happened, or maybe some funny days you guys, or some funny stories you have from those days.
We had this one guy. He was all fucked up, man. We all knew he was all fucked up. He was one of the tree guys. He would go out and work in the trees and cut trees down. And
every tree guy is fucked up. Those people are insane.
Everybody can picture that guy, right?
Oh my God. They're badass motherfuckers, but they are fucking insane. Good God. Hats off to all y'all tree folks, but fucking A, you guys are bag shit fucking crazy.
So he's always borrowing money. Every day, it was a construction site. So every day, this woman would show up in this little food truck. we'd be off like 600 yards down, building something, doing something, and you'd see this little tiny Mazda food truck with the steam blowing out of the back of it, and everybody's like, "Food truck's here!" So here you got 30, 40 dudes, haven't showered in 2 days, smoking cigarettes, pounding down Mountain Dews, right? Here comes this nasty looking woman in this food truck, and they're all oogly googly over her, right?
Food must have
it
been
was
fucking
something
good.
else, man.
Yeah, I would say so.
It was garbage food. Anyways,
Well,
this guy,
Jesus.
this tree guy, he pissed somebody off. He's always borrowing money because he needed money for food, whatever. He pissed somebody off, and one of the shapers took the bulldozer and buried his truck in all four sides with like 6 feet of mud. And the only way to get the truck out was to get the dozer and move the mud. And he had to find somebody. And that's just like, don't fuck with me, dude.
That's
You owe me
almost
money. I
funnier
drive this
than the
thing.
fucking dumpster story from last week.
Yeah, very similar, bigger scale.
I would much rather have the dumpster tied to my car than it being fucking buried in mud.
Well, yeah. At least he put the key on top of the car for this guy. This guy was fucked.
He left it to where he could, if the jackass just knew basic whatever, he could have rebuilt the bolt cutters, but he was a fucking moron, and the mechanic was proving a point, which made it that much better.
Yeah, it was a little tasty.
Yeah. Anyway,
No, it was something else. Working out of a tractor trailer, and then building a frame off the side of it with a tarp, and then having equipment under there, and working out of a little fold open side to side tool chest, and that's what you got, brother. Figure it out and make shit happen. So we built that golf course. That was 2008 to 2012. So I left there in 2012. I'll backtrack a minute. When I was at Delhi for my third year, I became an RA. It was the only way I could really afford to go to school there. So I became a resident assistant, which means I had to take care of the kids, and I was supervising on my shift. We had a kid on my floor. His name was Kyle, and I can use his name because he won't listen to this, and he probably would be happy that I'm mentioning his name. So
he's already starting off bad by being named Kyle.
Yeah. He was the type of kid that wouldn't leave his room, right? He was just in his room. He would chew tobacco and glue his roommate's stuff to the table and just make fun of people. So I was his RA, right?
Fucking Kyle.
He was in the turf program. He eventually got it. He worked his way up, got to be a superintendent at a golf course called Hickory Hill, which was right around the corner from Timberbanks. Hickory Hill is an executive 18-hole facility. He was superintendent there. Chris Richter left Timberbanks. Kyle got the job at Timberbanks. Now, I was Kyle's RA. Now he's my boss. Right?
Did he ever glue anything to you?
What's that? No. He was a good boss. He was firm and stern and got shit done. Hard worker. Put in the hours. Good boss. And was good to the workers and a good mentor. So no, I believe he's down in Texas now. 2012, made a phone call. My buddy Matt Simon went to Delhi with me. He's now the superintendent up at Fendera up in Old Forge, New York. A very well known golf course. He was superintendent at Radisson at the time. I called him and said, "Hey, man, it's a Tuesday. Can you get me in to play golf next week?" He says, "Hey, I hear the golf course, the superintendent's position over at Hickory Hill's open. Oh, maybe you should apply." Now, I worked for this guy because he was the owner of Butternut Creek at the time. So I went over and I applied.
It'll never not be funny.
And when he told me the salary, it was the most money that I had made at a job yet, right? So it was just the job was about the money. The job wasn't about anything else. It was just about making as much money as possible, which is, in my opinion, a poor way to go about trying to get a job or wanting a job. Money is important, yes. You need it to survive, yes, but it cannot be the main driving factor for you. You have to have a passion. You have to have a want and a desire to do the job. The money's nice, but it's not the end all be all, at least not in my book. Got the job, did the job for 13 months, was terminated via email. With no explanation as to why.
That's tough.
The first winter I was there, I got invited to the holiday party. And then as we go through the next season, I start talking to the HR lady, and she says, "Yeah, normally what we do is We don't invite them to the holiday party, and that's their way of letting them know that they're not, going to be returning for an employee. Holiday party came. I didn't get an invite. I texted, I called, I emailed. I got no response back on any way, shape, or form. And the last one was an email from her. And I said, I guess I'm terminated. And she says, yeah, as per whatever. And I was like, no, I don't know. But so it was never formally told why I was terminated. But I think I understand. Looking back now, that many years later, I understand, a lot of the reasons why. Because I was a poor manager. I was not, even for a small facility like that, I had a hard time managing the staff that I had. I did not have the self-confidence. I did not have the self-esteem that you need in a position like that. You got to be strong-willed, man. You got to be able to put up with people's bullshit. You got to be a good babysitter. You got to deal with Tommy and Danny over there who aren't getting along because Tommy mows the rough and Danny mows the surrounds, and they're not supposed to be. You got to deal with that shit, right? And I really struggled with that, man. I really had a hard time.
You got to be an asshole.
And that's just it, right? And that job, it broke me down, man. Put me on medication, So put me on Paxil, and I don't have any shame in admitting that. That was a difficult period in life for me. They prescribed me that, and nowadays nobody's going to touch that drug for within 10 miles. You don't take it for 2 days, you start to feel kind of woo, right? It's one of those, you got to take it every day, and you're just fucked if you don't. It sucks. But at any rate, so looking back on it that many years later, I understand why I was terminated. And now that I'm 46, I've been at my job for 9.5 years. I have a lot more self-confidence now. I have a lot more self-esteem. I'm much more of an asshole now. I think I'm fair with my staff, but I'm also the type of boss that as we get into the season and I've trained the employees to do specific tasks, I don't need to ask them to go do a task. I just tell them, right? I know they can do the tasks that need to be done. So there's that line of, you ask, hey, can you go out and do that? Or do you just say, go do that, right? I'm the type of person who says, go do that. And that's the way I was taught when I grew up, when I was raised, the way that I was, when I went through the different golf courses. My managers at the time, they were firm. They had to be. You had to set the tone. You had to make sure that the employees knew who was in charge. And there was no doubt about it, right? And nowadays it's difficult. So
things have changed. That's for sure.
Very much so. Well, and that's just it, right? I don't know what is changed. I don't know what's going on, but I'm noticing that the younger generation, and I can't really give you if they're in their 30s or in their 20s, but 20s. They're softer.
20s.
They're softer. You can't talk to them in a what would be a normal, stern or firm type of management way. You can't talk to them like that because they take offense to it. It's just like, no. So they say you're an asshole. Well, yeah, I may be, but I'm just trying to get the job done in an efficient manner, in a timely manner, and that's the way I know how to communicate to the staff.
What about with the golfers and stuff, Dave? Have you ever had any tough times dealing with the golfers on the course?
Yeah, I have no filter, right? I struggle with the fact that the filter just doesn't really apply a lot, right? The couth, the proper words at the proper time don't always come out that way. So I had this one member come up to me. I was in my car. Something had transpired a few minutes before that, and he came up to me and he goes, "Man, you're very cavalier." And I'm thinking, "Wow, dude, who says that?" Right?
Yeah.
It's a word.
Great choice of words.
Right? So, and I'll never forget it. And now, however many years ago that was, we see each other every day. We smile and, how are you today? Very good. And yeah, the membership at my club, they're all, they're a good bunch of people, right? We have a blue collar, a lot of retirees. So I'm there from the morning until 2:00. So I only see the same people every day, right? And there's a whole nother branch of members that I never see that come in after work to play the night games. I'm not there. I don't go in at night. When I go home at 2:00 or 2:30, whatever it is, I'm done for the day. There's no going back to that golf course. I have no responsibilities to go back. When I ask my boss, "Do you want me to stay late?" Nope. Go home. I can stay late on Saturday. Nope. So, I need to before I go any further, I just need to give a big thank you to my boss, Pete McPartland. I worked with him for 9.5 years. He's been at Drumlin's for just over 14 years. We have our good days and our bad days, but overall, he's a very fair boss and he treats me well. It's a good place to work. Our mechanic, Anthony, he's been around a bit, but he's really good at what he does. We have a good staff. The guys and the girls that we have, they're good. They're all part-timers. Only full-timers are me, the mechanic, and the superintendent. That's it, all year long. Our general manager, our pro, it's all really a good bunch of people. It's a good place to work. So, and I'm very fortunate that I don't get a lot of heat for what I post for my Instagram account. I mainly just get it from the boss, and he says, you may want to dial it down a little bit. For the most part, I'm very fortunate to do what I do in a nice facility, and I don't catch a whole lot of grief for it because I know there's a whole lot of guys out there that would not be able to post the material that I post, say the things that I say. So yeah, I'm grateful for that.
Well, that's great.
And
definitely showing that you've come a long way, Dave.
Yeah, I feel like I have. I mean, I've been in the business for 25 years.
Hey, it's just me. Do you guys know that we're sponsored by Hydrowick? Do you know what Hydrowick is? It's actually a rope drainage. So it's a 1-inch heat-treated fiberglass element with a stainless steel core that's installed about 6 to 12 inches below the playing surface. It's backfilled with a sand curtain to the surface to enhance drainage and deliver immediate results. You want that stuff right away, especially after heavy rainfall. Right in there. Hydrowick can be installed on tee decks, fairways, approaches, and greens. If you want to minimize downtime and, as they say, maximize playtime, visit their website, www.hydrowickdrainage.com. Connect with their team today to find an installer in your area and for further product information.
I want to pet the shit out of that cat.
This is Toothy, all right? This is one of my 7 cats.
Jesus Christ.
The one above you has been just sleeping the whole time. Looking like having a day.
Yeah.
Your cat's called Blackie? That's a great name.
Yeah. So
you hesitated so hard saying that's a great name.
I used to have a dog, like a stuffed animal dog, as a kid named Blackie. So it's home.
All of the cats are rescues. We didn't purchase anything, and everything was either, hey, we got a couple cats, you want to come take a look,
right.
Or we had cats under a bush at the golf course a couple years ago.
Bring them home.
I got as many as I could, and I brought them home, and I got 2.
You know,
and I picked the gray one, and Elizabeth, my girlfriend, she picked the brown one. And you don't pick the cats pick you. So the brown one picked me, and the gray one picked her.
That's funny.
And then my mechanic, our mechanic Woody, his cat had cats, and he says, "You need a couple more cats." And I said, "Like Elizabeth, you want 2 more cats?" And she said, "Sure, why not? What the fuck? It's 7 cats. Who cares?" So we got Calico named Gemini and Blackie, and she's that fucking bastard. She's always the first one at the food dish.
Pet the shit.
I got 3 turtles.
Too.
I got 3 turtles that were gifted to me a couple years ago. 2 of them were gifted, Jack and Diane. Diane, she lays eggs. Yeah, Jack and Diane, they're great. Our old mechanic had them, and he's like, "Dude, you want some turtles?" I was like, "Sure, man, I'll take them." And they're great. And then a friend of mine, he found a painter turtle in his parking lot. He brought it over, and legitimately it was the size of a $50, and now it's like 3 inches across. We call him Lazarus. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but we call it Lazarus because one day we let it out, forgot about it, and we thought it was dead underneath the chair. And she goes over and She touches it and it like springs back to life. And you're like, oh my God, it's Lazarus. He came back from the dead.
I think
Everybody follows.
the big question with the animals is, do you have any geese?
Any more geese?
I hate geese. They're flying shitbags.
It's true.
How do
I
you
despise them.
How do you take care of your geese then?
I kill them.
With?
Well, I used to kill them with a paintball gun.
He said it's a slow death.
So yeah,
I love it. I fucking hate geese too, but goddamn.
Yeah.
All right, so that'll lead into this story. Okay, so when I was superintendent at Liverpool Country Club, what a great string of luck I had. On the same street within 2 mile radius, I had my home, my bank, my shrink, and my work. What a great deal, right? I rode my bike to work every day. It was fantastic. So at the time, I had gotten into paintball, and now at this point, I'd already upgraded to a better gun with an air tank, compressed air and big hopper, and I had 200 whatever shots. And we struggled with the geese at the property, on the par 3. They're always out, man, and they had just had babies, and I was like, you know what, man, fuck these things. I'm going cloak undercover at night. So I went commando style, went down, parked in the lot.
Okay, wait, hold on. We've heard another story from you before. Now, when you say commando style, is this your typical commando, or did you go a different kind of commando?
Yes.
Well,
It's a double commando?
it was a long time ago.
Commando
so I'm gonna have
squared?
to go, like, say it again.
Commando squared?
I don't know what that is.
2 times the commando, 1 time the guy.
Listen, that was I probably was commando at the time. Listen, I really don't like wearing. I have them, and it's just uncomfortable. It's just uncomfortable.
Well, stay sitting down. We don't need to see it.
Yeah. Kramer didn't wear
So-
underwear, so who cares?
Kramer?
Yeah.
Oh, from Seinfeld?
Right.
Jesus
God bless him.
Christ. All right, commando.
Well, yeah, I went into the golf course at night, and I took the cart down to the pond, and there they were. And I'm not going to make the noises for you like people love making, paintball noises, but I lit
I've
them up,
never heard a
man.
paintball gun in my life. Could you actually do the noise, please?
You light them up, whatever the noise is, and you just press the trigger as fast as you can and just spit the fucking balls at them. And you hit them. I don't know. All right, job done. Boom, go home, go to bed. Get up in the morning, get there before the sun comes up. Get out to the pond. Got to check on them. Oh, fuck! Dead geese, dead baby geese floating in the pond. Oh,
What, it looked like the fucking end of Platoon?
No, it wasn't horrible, man. There were a bunch, but I had to fish them out. Get all the dead critters out of the pond before the public showed up. And so that was the first episode with the geese on that property, and then episode number 2 was the
Oh, there's a second one.
Jesus Christ, Platoon 2.
So we had a nice old Yamaha white cart, and it was tuned up a little bit. That was the get around the course cart, right? That was my cart. And so the way the golf course was set up was you had a 2-lane road, you had a bit of green grass, you had a little stream, then you had the driving range on the right. So it was like road, grass, maybe like maybe 80 feet of grass or whatever. Tall grass, stay out of taller grass, and then a little creek that ran through, and then the driving range. So I come driving down in the golf cart, and they move off the range across the creek. Now they're in the little grassy area, and I'm barreling down, and I'm pushing them into the road. And next thing you know, tractor trailer comes by, wham, bam, pop, bang of them. A whole bunch of them fucking clobbered in the front of the truck, and then the car behind them has to stop. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, there's geese all over the road. Guy slams on their brakes. What the fuck are you doing? I was like, I'm trying.
I'm like, bitch, you're the one who hit the birds, not me.
Not one of them died. Right? Not one of them died. They all get up. They all waddle away.
What?
God damn it. There's some Terminator geese there.
The car that was behind the truck, or maybe the car hit. It was all. Anyways, car parks. Guy gets out of the driver's seat, starts yelling at me. I'm calling the cops. Okay, call the cops. He goes around, opens the trunk, pulls a wheelchair out, goes around to the passenger side, wheelchairs out, whoever. I'm thinking, oh my God, it just keeps getting worse. So now I got geese on the road. I got wheelchair Willie coming at me. I got the cops coming. I got to go inside and get the owners and be like, dude, this is what just happened. Cops are coming. Female cop shows up, assesses the situation, and everything. Nothing died, thank God. Everything was okay. No damage to
His
the
legs
car.
didn't work before you got here. It wasn't the geek.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
That was not.
So crisis
Pre-existing.
averted, man. Crisis averted. What else?
God. Heard we lost a foot of snow last year.
Then we get into when I was at Timberbanks, we had an island. We had hole number 7 had like a pond with an island on it,
Hopefully
a
it
tree,
wasn't
and there
Epstein's.
it was a geese nests out there, and I was tasked to go get rid of them. And the crazy thing was, like, I had just applied for a job and interviewed for a job, and then I was tasked to go out and get rid of these geese. And when I picked
Goose
the eggs up,
genocide.
it was like I thought I felt something moving, right? And I was like, God damn it. Bing, bing, right into the pond, right? You gotta go, man. You can't be here anymore. I'm sorry. It felt horrible. I didn't get the job. So karma, right? Karma's a bitch, man. It'll get you every time.
Every single time.
Fast forward a bunch of years, man, current position, I'm tasked with removal of said geese, or I'm tasked with removal of the skunks. And I did that for a few years. And not proud of it. And I look back on it, and I can remember almost every single event of which I did. And I told the boss, I said, listen, last year I said, I'm done killing these things. I was like, you want to get somebody else who's got a bow and arrow or something and wants to come up and kill a skunk, go at it. But I'm not setting a trap, and I'm not bringing that trap and doing what you need to do to get rid of it. I'm done with that. It just eats at me. So he says, okay. And we struggled this year with skunk damage. I don't post that. There's no way I'm going to post that stuff. That is just, God bless M out in Arizona who I reposted it. This javelina damage that she's got in her fairways. Holy shit. What do you do when you come in the morning and you see, 100-foot by 80-foot patches just torn, like somebody took a rototiller to it?
You fucking cry.
What do you do?
Yeah, that's wild.
I mean, I feel for the guys who live in the Rockies, who live in the high areas with all of the elk or the moose or the bear or any of those really stiff, hooved animals. It just,
we know how stiff those elk get.
Don't.
We're going back to that one. I can envision it right now. Thanks a lot for that.
You're
man.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
It's going to be a fun dream night for you.
Ah.
Better wear underwear tonight.
What was that, about 5 inches?
5
It's
inches.
a fucking generous 5 inches. God damn.
Yeah, baby's arm holding an apple.
Enough elk cock.
Yes. So we actually have a bit of a surprise for you, Dave.
You have a surprise for me?
Yeah. So all the way from Australia, Colin's supposed to be joining the show right now as we're talking.
Get the fuck out of here. Colin's going to get on here. Jesus fuck.
I love it.
Hang on. I need another fucking beer for this bullshit.
I love it.
Fuck me. The tears.
I was thinking about him today.
Were you? Yeah.
Colin. What is it? So if it's 8:00 on Friday, he's already in sometime in Saturday afternoon.
I think Saturday morning. I was trying to do the math. I think it's like 9 or 10 o'clock over there in the morning.
Tell me the white flag above the 2023 Masters. What does that say? Does that say KA? What is that?
That says
Lanta?
Canada.
It's
Canada.
They couldn't spell Canada right.
Canada is a suburb of Ottawa. It's actually where the Ottawa Senators play, the NHL team.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you have season tickets to any hockey?
No, but we go every once in a while. I wouldn't be able to go that often, but it is nice to go every once in a while.
You have family, right? You have a wife and kids?
Yep. I have a 2-year-old. So we're supposed to be going to the game next weekend, possibly. I think they have some exhibition games against the Leafs. We're supposed to be going to those ones, so that'll be good.
Trevor, when are you having children?
Fuck if I know. I can't control what my boys do. My little Michael Phelps.
Well, you can control what they do or where they go.
I can control where they go. What they do from there is on their own.
Yeah.
Right.
So with Colin joining us, it made me think of the movie Old School. Dave, are you familiar with Old School?
Yeah. Not great. I mean, I've seen it a couple times, but yeah.
Guy opens the door. He's wearing glasses. He goes, "You here for the gangbang?" Or I'm here. No, he goes,
Because I'm here for the
"Oh,
gangbang.
I'm here for the gangbang." I don't know
The
why.
guy's
but
just like, what the fuck?
yeah.
Yeah,
The dart in the neck is the best
it's
part.
a line I haven't heard in a long time, man. Yeah, that's funny.
So he's saying, unfortunately, he's saying he can't connect, but he sent me a voice message to play for you. So give me a second here.
Davey, my friend, what an absolute honor it is to be in this podcast with you. You are a god of the turf industry. You are an inspiration to thousands of people. And mate, welcome to the club. These guys do an awesome job as you do. And you're one of the best humans that I've never, ever met. So you have a great day, brother. Looking forward to listening to the show.
Colin, he's a good soul.
Fucking Colin.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done a good job in life, man. He's got a good job. He's got a good wife. He's done a good job raising his kids. They seem to be love what they do in their life, and they're successful at it. And that's just all that parents can really hope for their children, is that they did a good job at raising them. Because once they want to kick them out of the house, go do it. Hope I did a good enough job that he can figure it out. I think Colin's done a nice job. That was nice. Thanks, guys. I like that.
Well, with Colin joining the show, we always have the opportunity, which Dave, you partake in quite a bit, which makes it fun, is the questions that people sent in. We put it up a day early because we're recording a day late. I'll tell you, Dave, my meeting with the city, the cause yesterday got canceled. So it pretty much just ended up being the Eagles game that pushed it to tonight because as we talked about, I'm a diseased person and that's what happens. But we're here now.
He's not surprised.
I wouldn't care if he was, to be honest with you.
How many times? This is from Snyder J02. How many times has Voice Talk Dave shit his pants at work? Lifetime. No, there was an over-under set earlier. We're not going to let you know what that was. We want to know.
I need an honest number here. There's a lot of fucking money riding on this.
It's easily under 5.
So it's over 2.
I would say probably 2 or 3. Yeah, 2 or 3 times I think would be a fair.
So
now,
it's over. It's over 2.
Yeah, I'll give you over 2.
Fuck yeah!
There you go.
Told you. Ha!
It's close.
I'll give you over 2. Now, listen, I'm not going full on fucking shit my pants, but I'm going a shark, right? Enough to be uncomfortable to where I ruin my pants and I have to go put on my rain pants. That's it's an easily
a shark
2 or 3
is a
times.
Shit. It's okay.
Yeah, if you got no
if
gitch
projectile
layer,
exits the balloon knot, it counts as a shit.
And it always happens when it's just like you never really, you're just gonna blow out a fart. Next thing you know, it's like, oh fuck, dude, I just shit myself. I'm on 14, dude. I gotta go back to the club. Can't sit on the seat, man. I gotta go like, fuck, dude. Now, when I worked at Timberbanks, we had a guy that he couldn't control when he had to shit. And he always had toilet paper.
That's scary, man.
He had
that
the man pond.
Would not be good.
You would be driving down a fairway. You'd see his mower. He would mow fairways. You would see his mower parked over by the weeds. Next thing you know, he'd come crawling out of the weeds and he's just waving at you. And I'm thinking, he just dropped a deuce. That's gotta suck, man.
I don't know if what's weirder, him taking a shit in the woods or waving at you when he's coming out like he's all stoked.
He's experienced.
That can actually lead to,
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
It was only a couple logs
I
wiped.
Yeah.
Little Kurtzy asks over on this side, have you ever pissed on the go while mowing the course? Just to stay.
So I was thinking about that.
Just to stay in the bathroom.
As I work
this is while the mower's operating?
I'm assuming it's stopping, parking the mower, going into the bushes and pissing.
Oh yeah.
As I'm working today, taking a leak on the property, I'm thinking, this might come up in conversation tonight. So how am I going to go about saying this?
But I don't ever want you to think about me while holding your dick again.
No. Something like that.
Just a one-time thing.
A lot of times, if I'm in a spot, I'll park my mower in the approach and I'll just piss right in the approach, right? Knowing that at some point somebody's going to walk there, maybe their ball's going to land there. It's kind of like my own little way of getting back at them, right?
I hope I piss on your foot, Joys.
Pissing me off for all the days that you don't fix your ball marks, for the ones that have taken divots on the greens, that destroy the cup edges. There's little things that you can do in that position of power to get a little chuckle out of life, and it's little things like that.
Kids all over the country are going to be pissing all over approaches.
No, I wouldn't. I can't be in motion and pee. I have to be at a complete
You're a stationary peer.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
I have what could be your send off for when you retire.
Okay.
Shitting in the cup.
Yeah.
Shit in a cup and you leave.
Last day on 18.
Yeah, luckily I've never got to experience anything like that. Now there's others that have, we got peas. Can we put peas? Like the cook, vegetable peas. Somebody
Weird.
Put peas in a cup. Calvary Club years ago. But no, I've never had any sort of poop to pick up.
Hilarious. Adam, hit him with the next one.
What is one piece of equipment that you just haven't used enough or correctly? And for me, that would be the top dresser. Can't get it out of my mechanic's hands. So
you can look at this two ways. I'm either very fortunate or I'm very unfortunate. But I don't do hardly any spraying in my facility.
You lucky motherfucker.
Yeah, that's
right?
nice.
So, and I've told him multiple times, I need to log hours on that. I want to spray. I want to, and he's just like, well, I'm telling you right now, bro, I'd rather have you go out and cut cups and I'll spray because it's more efficient that way. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. So I'm not going to argue, right? If he wants to, do the fairways and the tees and the greens, my spraying is pretty much left to what we call the Death Mobile. It's just an old Yamaha golf cart that we put 25 gallon on the back and go spray around up. That's what I do. So I would say the piece of equipment that I wish I could be on more would be the sprayer.
What about you, Trev?
None of them. I'm already on every single one of them. They're all fucking broken. So actually, I wish I could be on all of them more if they were working properly.
Is there one that you aren't as good on that you wish you were better at? I can tell you right now, I'm terrible at sod cutting.
I guess I
terrible.
really don't have much experience with the sod cutter. So I guess that could be one. But I haven't tackled a machine that I haven't gotten pretty good at pretty quickly, or at least gotten comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say I agree with Trevor on that.
Yeah.
As I'm sitting here trying to rack my brain with every piece of equipment that we have in fleet, I'm not coming off cocky here, but I can efficiently and fluently run every piece of equipment that we have in our fleet with no problem.
Yeah,
right? There's no ifs or buts about it. So now, if you put me on a, I don't know, like a sidewinder, a Toro sidewinder or something like that, I'm going to be uncomfortable with that. If you put me on a different kind of fairway mower or something that I'm not familiar with, it's going to take me a while, but
you'll pick it up.
Listen, man, when you're in it, you pick it up. It's like riding a bike.
Mm-hmm. You'll get there. That's the good thing about our industry too, is we get to do it a lot. So,
I love it. Listen, man, keep the questions coming, but there are just, every morning when you're, minus the really cold, shitty, drizzly mornings where it's like that misty rain and it's just in your face, no matter how you position your brim in your head or your rain top, it always finds its way to get in there, and you get glasses, and it sucks, dude. Cold mornings where your hands are ripping cold.
I don't know what that's like. I live in Southern California, so
fuck off, man. I'll give you a surefire way to keep your hands warm. People are always like, you got to get these winter gloves and all that. No, you don't. You just got to wear rubber gloves.
Yeah, wear your rubber gloves under 100%. We do get like, at least for us, it's cold for us, but we'll get into like the upper 30s in some of the mornings. So it's especially for our climate, that's fucking cold. And I've had guys complain, my hands are cold. I'm like, here, put on these fucking rubber gloves. Shut the fuck up. And if you have,
they won't do this, but it does.
Oh yeah, 100%. Especially if you throw like a winter pair over them, fucking A, your hands will be baking.
Yeah. I mean, and what's nice about it is it keeps the moisture in, so it keeps your hands soft and supple, right? I mean, people make fun of me because I would call them bitch mittens, but I wear gloves when I cut cups.
Yeah,
because I want to try to keep, you
got to keep those hands soft for petting all those kitties.
Well, for touching my cock, really. I mean, that's just what it comes down to. I mean, who wants to touch themselves with a coarse,
fucking escalated really fast. Next
Dallas
question.
Queen.
All right.
Up and to the left.
How's it hanging? Short, shriveled, and a little to the left. Okay.
What's I could say? How am I going to get that bit into the conversation? So there you go. Mark off that one. Keep the questions coming. What do you got for me?
All right, so there are a lot of different companies that do early programs, so you can buy in the off season and save some money. Well, how about Aquatrolls? These guys are actually doing a all-year program with Aquatrolls Approach. And the really cool thing about this is that you'll save points, or you'll get points for buying things all year round. And in that off season, October 1st to March 31st, you're going to get double the points. So you're always getting points. You're always going to be able to save money and put it towards something. When we talk about that surfactant, Aqueduct Flex, that's actually 600 points all year round. But within that little off-season window, it's 1,200 points. Check out aquatrolls.com to see where you can save money, how you can start earning points, how you can start having fun. These guys are also right there to help too. Reach out to them if you need anything. Aquatrolls.
Mr. Fids, thoughts on Marshals/starters being the first group out and playing 18 in 2.5 hours?
Pardon me?
Yeah, I'd never heard
What
of
the
Marshals
fuck
and
is
starters
that?
going out first.
Those guys can play in the afternoon when they're done working like everybody else.
Yeah,
No?
We at my facility, we don't have a marshal. We don't have a starter.
I'm the fucking marshal at
I
my
can't-
place. I
so
wear a
can't
badge
really
and everything.
comment on
Marshall.
Fucking cowboy boots.
If it's your day off and you're gonna join a group and play with some members, hey, that's great. Good for you. You know, a lot of guys are retired, or men and women that are starters or marshals, they're retired, they can play. But first group setting the pace too. They're the ones out there supposed to be marshaling the pace, and they're fucking playing in 2 hours. It's crazy. I'm sorry. I'd be
Never-
losing it.
Yeah, never heard of employees being able to play first out. Never, ever. Even on day off. Never heard.
Superintendent, maybe.
No. Well, yeah, that's if they're just like, you know what? I'm gonna go out when it's still dark and just beat everyone. And then if the head pro is cool, yeah, you've done that. But like first on the actual tee sheet, not a fucking chance.
No.
Never an employee. It's always a member or paying customer.
Yeah. And it's usually the same guys too. The people that want to tee off at 6:30 or 7:00 whenever you have your first tee time. Like that's usually the same.
I got
couple
one guy
guys.
who's always at my track.
Yeah, he'll be there every day.
All
Giving
right.
out muffins.
Fucking Richard. Next one there, Adam.
I also got one from Lil Kirchy. He's asking, out of the three of us, who could win a push-up contest?
Not
I'll tell
fucking me. I'm a lazy fat piece of shit now.
I could probably bang out 25, maybe 30.
Yeah, I think Adam would win it.
You can do 30 push-ups.
Probably. I'm still in pretty good shape.
Yeah, how long is this one session? I could probably knock out 15.
Yeah, if you're just digging mentally.
I'd be fucking struggling, to be honest with you. I'd be
a couple days
struggling.
off after.
You want to battle out moving like fertilizer bags or some shit? Let's go. Push-ups,
do it.
Let's go.
I will struggle. Yeah.
I've never been good at push-ups, man. It's either the
That's a
wrist
funny
or the
fucking
elbows.
question.
And no,
It is a funny question. We get
never got
or you're
into
up, and then I got two from the Grass Bony.
Oh, the grass money. Let's see, what do we got here? Colin, what do you know? Are there any tests that you think you should just do yourself? Question mark, useless staff, ... I'm assuming he means, is there something that you just do because no one else on your staff can fucking do it? Which for me is a lot.
Is there other particular tasks that only I do that nobody else does? Yeah.
If you bring up your fucking moist hands again.
Pretty much, cutting east private side cups. I'm pretty much the only one that does that. Peter, the boss, might do it on a Sunday, but that's me. We have a lower tee on number 16 that you have to drive down a little slope, and then it's kind of a pain in the ass. And we've had some problems before, but really it just takes no fear. So I can mow that tee. Oh, the removal of any hornets' nests or wasps' nests or bees' nests on property. That's me.
Fuck that. What do you got, Adam? What's your?
I'd say there's lots of
task?
superintendents out there that would probably, they take care of a lot of the planning on their own. They take care of a lot of the agronomy stuff. A lot of assistants, they have a lot of different tasks that they take care of themselves. For myself, I do try and stay with my crew as best I can, and we try and, work together. But at the same time, there's a lot of stuff in the office, or I do a lot of record keeping. You keep a lot of water records and all of our fuel and everything. So it's a little bit more office work sometimes that we have to take care of. But I think you do want to work as a team as best you can. I think this question would be more about a superintendent, somebody in my position. Although you have some power, you may be a manager, there is still that team aspect of trying to be a leader. I always think of the assistant as like the captain of the team. You kind of be the captain. You kind of go between the coach as the superintendent and your teammates. And you kind of got to be the leader, but at the same time, you are just a worker too.
The way our system is at my facility, I can't relate to any of that. There's no, we have very few staff right now, and it's pretty much everybody has their own individual task, and we all just do our individual things, right? There is not a time now where two or more people are working together.
Wow, so people do the same job every single day.
How it should be. Fuck the two people doing one thing unless you're cutting a tree.
Well, we try to rotate, but I mean, there's tasks. I mean, we have 36 screens that got to get cut every day. You know, we got 36 holes. So all the tee boxes on the private side cut Monday, Wednesday, Friday. All the tees on the public side cut Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Approaches, Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's a set schedule. So yeah, every day we try to rotate who's going to cut what, right? But it's really repetitive and monotonous, and it's just like, what do we got? Oh, hey, thanks, son.
It doesn't look like chocolate to do that.
It's not chocolate. You know what this is?
It looks like a
It's a
muffin,
muffin.
from the muffin lady.
Uh-huh. It's
This
a
guy,
muffin.
he's got muffins delivered.
Jesus fucking Christ. At least he's not
Yeah,
gonna
dude.
at least he's not gonna bitch that it's only one time a week.
That is true.
Next question.
We would love to be able to do any sort of cultural practice, project, anything. We just don't have the manpower to do any of that. It's just maintain, cut the grass. We barely have time to do divots. I mean, it's bare bones, man. Superintendent will go out and string trim every single irrigation box on property, every valve box on property, hundreds of them. He's obsessive with it.
Wild.
You can never lose a valve box. You can never lose any of that stuff. When you lose it, you're fucked. You gotta resort to a map to try to find it. You could be dead in the water. So
Hit it with the next
Next
one
question.
there, Adam.
Well, the grass Zamboni was just asking if why is my father's love conditional?
Because he's jealous of your fucking Instagram handle.
Yeah,
I don't
That's-
get that.
that's
My
probably
father's love
true.
conditional?
Boom. All right. Oh, he's got one over on this side too. The grass Zamboni again. If you make a hole in one during morning setup, do you count it?
interesting. Well, it's not a round of golf. It wouldn't go on a
The
scorecard.
answer-
I don't ever.
The answer is no. You're not playing a round of golf. It's an absolute no. You
Yeah.
do not count it.
Who's got the time to play golf when you're working?
But if
You
you
know,
go back
guys, I
to
hear
the
guys-
shop though, and you tell the boys that you got a hole in one, it's a hole in one.
Nope, it's not. You're not playing it in a round. You can hit a home run in batting practice and it doesn't go on the stat sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if you
it's
went
not-
if you went to like a hole that was 160 yards, you would get a hole in one eventually. If you had balls unlimited all day, eventually you get a hole in one.
I mean, statistically, yeah, but it could take millions of fucking shots.
Right. So wouldn't just a random shot off a tee deck going in
No,
still
it
kind
has
of
to be in a round. No.
Okay. You need the
That's right.
scorecard.
Yeah, you got to be playing a fucking round, whether it be 9 holes or 18. You need to be playing a round. If you're out and you're, oh, dude, I fucking birdied 5, 7, 8, whatever. Like, cool. It doesn't mean shit.
Right.
Like,
You
awesome.
didn't shoot a. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's a very interesting way to look at it.
Yeah.
I wish I had the time to swing a club. I tried putting a little bit when I would cut the cups. I'm thinking, just adds too much time to the thing. I got to get the job done.
Yeah, the morning
That can
morning
be
jobs
valuable,
is tough
though.
to get a little. Oh yeah, in the like after you're done now, you got to get morning setup done, and then you can kind of fuck around.
I don't know. If I'm changing
fuck
cups, I'll
around,
hit a
yeah.
couple putts every once in a while. Put the hole changer down and just
Gosh.
see. We got some slopey greens sometimes too. So you gotta, find the
Let's-
spots.
Let's hit a couple more questions. It's you there, Blue
I
Jays.
got an Ort Wino. What was the moment that you
Cowboys.
knew?
I'm never gonna get over that.
No way.
Art, wino.
Ort.
Orty babes.
He's fucking
Ort
Orty
Wino.
McGordy.
When was the moment that made you think, yeah, I'm doing okay in life right now?
And the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
That was it? That was it?
No, I'm just throwing
mean,
jabs at
I-
stupid
I
Cowboys
probably-
fan.
the first thing that comes to my head is the day I signed on my house.
Yeah, same.
That is a big
And
You're
one.
gonna buy a home.
Yeah,
You obviously have things in order.
That is
Yeah.
a big one.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's buying houses was probably the most adult thing I've done, other than getting married, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel you. Buying a house is a big one. I had a loan when I was younger that took me a long time to pay off. Remember when I paid that off? That felt good to kind of not be in the red anymore. Work my way out of that.
Adam, do you own a home?
Yep. Yep.
Good for you.
In our third bedroom right now. Hopefully it'll be a nursery in the next year or two.
Good for you, buddy.
Adding to the roster.
Yeah, I think we're trying for two. Two, I think two's enough.
It's me and my brother. That's it.
Yeah.
Turner Matt 95. We'll try and make this somewhat quick. I've got a good answer to it. Thoughts on the Ryder Cup?
When is it?
It's a great question. I actually don't know when it
2
is.
weeks.
But...
I think it's at the end of the month. The 28th.
September.
Yeah, no, it is. It's the 23rd and 24th.
Oh, so next
Is it in
weekend?
Spain.
I
this
believe
year?
so. No, it is in Rome,
Yeah, it's in Rome.
Italy.
Italy.
We'll have to look that up.
All right, who do you think is going to win?
I don't know.
Europeans.
Yep. Europe's going to fucking smoke the U.S.
Yeah. You think they're excited?
A bunch of cocky fucking assholes, man. We
No.
can't come together as a team.
We got a bunch of boring fucks on this team. Sam Burns is good. Patrick Cantley's a fucking loser. Wyndham Clark's cool. Ricky Fowler is a dope human being. He's playing pretty well, so he could do good.
Yeah.
Brian Harmon is a solid-ish. Max Homa is awesome. Brooks Koepka's a fucking... I hate fucking Brooks Koepka. Colin Morikawa hasn't been playing worth a shit. Xander Schauffele's awesome, but isn't playing very well. Scotty Scheffler's fallen off of his horse. Jordan Spieth has been apt. And Justin Thomas is there to fucking pump him up, and he's been playing like complete fucking dog shit.
Yeah, they need to put a weekend together. But that's what the Ryder Cup's all about, though, right?
So there's half these guys in the European team I don't know, but you got Matt Fitzpatrick, who's fucking good. Tommy Fleetwood is solid, but he'll probably lose a little bit. You got Victor Hovland, who's playing out of his fucking mind.
We know you love Hov.
Yeah, I fucking love my boy Victor Hovland. Terrell Hatton, he hasn't been playing that great. Shane Lowry's solid. Robert McIntyre is really good. You got Rory McIlroy's a fucking stick, especially in something like that. John Rahm's been playing like shit.
But
Justin Rose is a fucking great putter, and then Sepp Straka has been playing really well. I think Europe is gonna fucking wax the U.S.
Were either of you watching the British Open when Justin Rose pulled out on 17 from like however many years when he was an amateur before he came pro? We're going way back.
Yeah, that's way back.
Way back.
I don't remember that.
Whenever I hear his name, that vision comes to head. You know, watching him hole out of that deep rough from the right side, and it was just like he's so young. Now he's not young.
I got to talk to him at the Farmers 2 years ago on the putting green. Fucking awesome, dude. We talked about his putter for like 45 minutes. He's really, really fucking nice, dude. Awesome. Yeah. Next question.
Let's see. Oh, I had one from Turf Guy 52. He said he's really excited.
You can't ask a fucking question on your own goddamn
I didn't ask
show.
a question. I just said I was really excited.
No.
Yeah, he was just telling everybody that he was pumped.
Well, that's cool. I guess they get to hear it while listening to the episode.
Somebody asked Toro or Deer. I don't know if we need to go back into that one.
Someone asked what?
Toro or Deer.
Jesus Christ, people, listen to the fucking show.
Colin made a comment too. He just said, fuck yeah, this better be a 3-hour show.
You got to pay for a 3-hour show, Colin.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Gabe, G_Abe3. What is the most embarrassing thing y'all have done in front of the clubhouse? Dave's probably shit his pants.
You don't do anything embarrassing in front of the clubhouse.
Well, you don't do it on purpose.
I can't think of anything that would be an embarrassing moment.
My first golf course, I had a guy try and fight me in a bunker in front of the clubhouse.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. That'll do
Another
it.
employee.
What?
Yep. I was new. I was cooking. I was learning, and he was like, he'd probably only been there maybe like 6-8 months. But I was there like 3 or 4 weeks, and he was going slow as shit. And I said, dude, hurry the fuck up. Let's go. And he goes, what the fuck, rookie, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm just telling you to hurry the fuck up, dude. Let's fucking move. We got shit to rake. And he started getting all puffy and tough and whatever. And I was like, really? You're going to try and fight me in a fucking bunker? He goes, well, fuck you, blah, blah. I'm like, the clubhouse is right there. You can kiss my ass. If you really want to fight, let's go back to the fucking shop and I will fucking beat your teeth into the ground. And the guy got all like even more steppy. And the assistant rips up and goes, shut the fuck up and get out of the bunker.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. It was funny. I was just like, dude, hurry the fuck up. Let's go.
Yeah, it's time to go. That's excellent.
That's not necessarily embarrassing, but I was like, dude, we're in front of the fucking clubhouse. Are you an idiot?
Brutal.
Yeah, you always want to put a little pep in the step in front of something like that, right?
Well, it's kind of good that we were in the clubhouse because if we were on like the back end of the course, we'd probably be fighting in a bunker.
Yeah, be an actual cage match.
Yeah, that dude quit like 4 or 5 days later. He was a fucking punk. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
He was a fucking loser.
Well, there you go.
You weren't. It's like now you weren't coming at him in an aggressive manner. You were just trying to get the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
He perceived it totally in the wrong way, man.
You're working.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Jorn.
I actually got a good one. So for me, it would be playing. We're playing the first course that I worked at. Behind 18 green, there's a wedding area with a cart path and then the clubhouse. So when there was no wedding going on, it was a really easy second shot into this green. But a big wedding with people everywhere all the way down this cart path, that second shot could be kind of dicey. And there's music going on. They can't hear you or whatever. And I'd always say, too, because there was a bunch of weddings all summer, I'd always say, like, I don't want to hit the shot. Like, can we just lay up or can we just go up to the green and just finish off? Like, I don't want to.
Layups are for basketball.
I hit this one so thin this one time, and I'm yelling, far, far. And the ball goes over all the people that are on the cart path and into the garden and everything. Nobody moved. Nobody did anything.
No, they had no clue.
Fuck, man.
It'd be so great if that ever happened and someone just drilled the cake.
There was kids and stuff. Everyone's all dressed up and everything. Like, oh, man. Anyways.
That would be uncomfortable for me, too.
Yeah. So do you go and get everybody to move so you can hit your third shot, or?
No, you just pick up and say, let's move.
I fucking paid for my round. Get the fuck out of my way.
Anybody see that Pro V come in down here?
Yeah, it's a brand new ball.
Yeah, we got away with that one.
Jorn from the Netherlands.
Your boy.
Yeah. Do you use a pogo or some other meter for measuring moisture? I know we've talked about this before. I'm a TDR guy.
Same.
So we I think it's a TDR that we bought. So 9 years, okay. Many years going back, I would every season I'd be like, dude, when are we going to get something to measure the moisture in the greens? You know, how we wouldn't do anything like that. No soil probe. It was all just surface visual, right? Very little hand watering. So eventually he caved and he bought the TDR.
Yeah, he's got a cave. They're like $1,400 fucking dollars.
Well, we got ours used. We had a salesman come in and we had one that was used and we got it for a discounted and he just bought a couple of the prongs there. Honestly, man, we didn't use it once this year. We don't need to use it on our greens. We know where the spots are and where the spots aren't. Right? We water frequent enough. We have polo push-up greens. So, we don't do a whole lot of hand watering. It's just mainly overheads and very minimal areas on greens where we have to go and hand water.
It is nice.
Another one from Jorn. Do you use products while hand watering? We have a compartment in the spray to add.
I've seen that where you can kind of add the puck.
Well, wetting agents.
We haven't.
Yeah,
we haven't
exactly.
Done that. We spray wetting agents with the sprayers.
Interesting. Yeah, I got the I don't even remember what we call them, but the puck works. Yeah, I got it's basically just an attachment for the hose, and you throw in the cartridge or puck or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and it melts away as it shoots in there, and then you take it out, and then you just screw the little thing back on, and it's just regular hose again with the fucking nipple off the side.
It makes a lot of sense, especially if you just want to hit those spots and you're not trying to fly all over the place.
One of the things that I like to do, I learned this, and this isn't for everybody, but I'll take that tablet holder and put it right onto my quick coupler. So, and that's where the unit sits. The quick coupler, then you have your tablet holder and then the hose. So when I'm watering. I'm only holding on to a hose. There's nothing. There's no compartment right there. That gets annoying as
That
fuck.
would be.
And heavy and uncomfortable, right? If you're going to be out there watering that stuff if you're out there for 4 or 5 or 6 hours a day and you're just tasked to go to each green, you want to keep that as lightweight as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So
the only downside to that is then you get the product all inside the hose. So when you do that second app, or I don't know if you guys do it, but we will water in the agent after. You just get all that product in the hose. So you may not be getting such a clean rinse on the top. But then again, it's also a soluble product, so it should rinse out of that hose pretty fucking quick.
we never would, if we're going out and hand watering with tablets, that's the water in, right? There's no putting on overheads after the fact.
No. I'm talking, you're putting the tablet down, you're getting that white foam on top, letting it sink in. You give it, 1 or 2 films, however you want to do it. And then you take the tablet out and then you water it in with the hose right there again. And you just give it a.
Oh, no, I've never done that.
Okay.
I've never heard of anything to do that. That's interesting. I mean, that's one way to do it, but
it just forces it down to the roots more.
Oh, yeah.
That's wild.
Sure. Interesting.
Yeah. So if you're not doing that, then having it on the quick coupler is super easy.
Yeah, it makes sense. Mm-hmm. Way to go, Dave. Innovating.
Innovate
I'm always trying to find things to make the job easier. Like a while ago we had your rotary spreaders, and I don't like to see them in the back of a golf cart. They can bounce around. A lot of people will try to put them in the passenger seat on the floor, but you always have the tire that hangs off the edge. So we had this 3-inch metal flooring material from you go from one to the area to the next. You had this metal floor plate. I had the mechanic cut it into sections, and it would just give an extra 3-inch lip off the passenger seat, a couple prongs in so you could pull it off when you're not using it, because it would rip the shit out of your shin if you had walked past it. So going to transport a spreader, put the plate in. You're done transporting the spreader, pull the plate out, and it's a piece of cake.
That's awesome.
Always trying to make things better, find little ways to tweak this or tweak that.
Well, we all wish we had an extra 3 inches, Dave, but we all can't be you.
I don't. I'm very comfortable with what I have, and so every partner I've done has been very comfortable with.
Yard Hard, ironically enough.
Great name.
He goes, maybe too late. This is when he sent during the show. Maybe too late. Do you guys have nice lawns at home like Dave does? We already know Dave's answer. Adam.
Yeah, I take care of my backyard. It's not very big, but it's nice and green. Cut it once a week. That's about it. Yeah. But Dave, we definitely want to thank you. We kept you to the whole 2 hours here, or I guess hour and a half for you.
I won't answer Yard Hard's question, whatever.
Okay. Cool. It's 8:30.
No, so. I don't have a yard.
You're saying you got artificial grass, right?
I'm getting it. It's all fucking rocks back there right now.
Okay. It's coming in. And then you're putting a putting green in.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, fuck yeah.
Well, we'll say thanks, Dave. I guess the only last thing we want to do is our fact of the day. We might actually have a sponsor of the fact of the day coming. Somebody reached out. They want to provide a turf fact of the day for our show. And then we'll have a turf or just a fun fact from Trevor and myself. So do you have one, Trevor? You want me to go?
You go.
All right. So this one says, are beans a fruit or a vegetable? So guesses, boys?
Are beans a fruit or a vegetable?
They're a vegetable. They don't have seeds.
Interesting.
Beans, I'm going to go with a vegetable.
So this is saying the following are technically fruits: avocados, beans, pea pods, corn kernels, cucumbers, grains, nuts, olive peppers, pumpkins, squash, sunflower seeds, and of course, tomatoes. What the fuck is that?
That doesn't make any sense. There's like three, all of them, most of them have seeds and some of them don't.
Yeah. Hey, back to the day.
I'm going fake news.
Yeah. Hey, we could write to Google, see what they got to say. That comes from the Mayo Clinic, though, so I don't think they're fucking around.
I do.
No, they have a tendency to go straight and narrow. Nice. What else we got?
350 slices of pizza are eaten in the U.S. every second. The average American eats about 46 slices of pizza a year. That's fucking weak numbers.
It's low.
If you're thinking about having a slice of pizza, remember to choose a healthy topping if you can. Fuck you. Don't you dare tell me what to put on my pizza. And 46 slices a year is pathetic.
Yeah. Those are
That's
minor league numbers.
That's less than a slice a week, man. That's pretty average.
Yeah, I'm calling the average pizza eater a fucking loser because that's a sad, sad life.
Gotta get those numbers up.
Yeah, fucking rookies.
I take it you eat a lot of pizza.
I
Trevor?
fucking love pizza.
Yeah.
I had a slice of pizza from the fucking 7-Eleven today, and it was garbage, but I still liked it because it was pizza.
Nice. There you go.
What would be your optimal go-to toppings on your pizza?
Pepper fucking roni, and that's it.
Yeah.
I just
I
need
think
cheese
we
and
covered
pepperoni.
that.
Yeah.
Adam?
Yeah, but also I'll do a buffalo chicken or a barbecue chicken.
Yeah, that's the
every once in a while.
specialty. If it's a non-traditional, it's a buffalo chicken pizza, hands down, and then it's pepperoni. That's it. I don't need anything else ever.
Especially
I like meatballs and ricotta on my.
It's different. It's different.
Yeah, it's solid.
I ordered that. So every once in a while, when we sort cans, right? So we go on the property, we collect the trash every day, sort the cans.
You guys pick up Adam's golf game every day?
Oh, got him.
What's that?
Right at the end.
You said you pick up the trash.
We get money, and we buy the guys pizza every once in a while. And
that's a good move.
I ordered a meatball and ricotta pizza, and they absolutely destroyed it.
Nice.
They loved it.
Well, boys, I actually have a pizza waiting for me right now. My wife's texting me, so it's game time.
Adam, Trevor, what a really nice night it was tonight, guys. I had a really good time. I'm glad. Thanks for letting me jabber for as long as you did. We had a really good time tonight.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you coming on, Dave. It's been a long time coming, and I know we had a bunch of people reach out today, excited to hear you talk and get to hear the real voice talk, Dave. So,
it's funny. We never covered the gnome. We never talked about the fucking gnome.
That's true. We'll have to save it for another time.
I guess so, man. I guess so.
Well, here's the proof. The proof is in the pudding on mine that you are voice talk, Dave. There you are in my phone. Is voice talk, Dave.
Voice talk, Dave. There it is.
Thanks, guys. No, you do a great service to the turf industry. I hope you have a lot of followers, and I know I enjoy every Tuesday. And if it's not Tuesday, it's definitely Wednesday to listen to you guys jammer on, and you've had some wonderful guests, and I hope I can keep that bar high and keep cruising. So,
absolutely,
it's a lot of fun tonight, guys.
Hell yeah!
Thanks for that.
Go eat your pizza, dickhead.
I will. You guys have a good night.
I'm calling you a dickhead because I'm jealous.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is. I told my wife, I was like, just surprise me. She's like, oh, okay.
Oh, she better not fuck up.
Let's see.
It's gonna be Hawaiian, and I hope it is just to ruin your night.
No, she knows what she's doing.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
I can say yes, but it's a hard no for many.
It's a fuck no.
I don't do it. I grew up, my mom would always do it, but I don't know. Not a
pineapple does not fucking belong on pizza.
All right, boys. Have a good one. Keep those fucking real sharp.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Go Birds.